Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Welcome for another edition for the weekly stock market recap. I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend. Without any further ado, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Let's see the charts. First quarter of 2023 is behind us, believe it or not. Monday we have a new day, new week, new month, new quarter. The second quarter of 2023. Time flies. We'll go over in this video weekly charts. We'll start with the SPY, of course. We have a bullish trend. We have October lows, December lows, and we have March lows. Higher lows, higher highs. Now we need continuation above the 413, 414 to make a new higher highs. So for all the bears out there, if I would a bear, I would manage my positions very tight. Again, it's only my opinion. I might not understand anything. This is why you have to do your own due diligence. But overall, SPY in a bull trend. QQQ on the weekly, strong 3 consecutive weeks to the upside. 324 is the next test for the bulls. Now, if you are a pattern trader, pattern seeker, you can see a double bottom over here. You can see also might be an inverted head and shoulders. We have left shoulder, head, and this might be the right shoulder. We need confirmation above the 324. And as you all know, Fibonacci traders, we follow price. We use levels and trend lines to manage our risk. We don't rely on patterns because patterns are not reliable. The only thing is candlestick analysis, price action, and we see here short-term uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. 326 together with this green trend line will be the next major test for bulls. IWM basically moving sideways. As you can see, we have two lows over the 163. We have two lows of the 170. Basically, it's the same area. So on the IWM, nothing bullish, nothing bearish. Bullish continuation above 190, bearish continuation below the 160. Dow Jones trying to get back above the 333. Look left, this area of the 333, 334, since April of 2021, major support. Then it became, since May of 22, became major resistance. And then during November, December, all the way to this date, price is hovering up and down, above and below the 333. Now let's see bullish continuation above the 333. Next will be 343, 348. VIX. Not surprising if you follow me on Twitter and you saw previous videos in the past few weeks or so. We did not change these trend lines, and this red trend line is holding the higher lows, since November 17th. As you can see, each and every time price reached this red trend line, it bounced. Are we going to get this bounce once again? If so, 21 area will be the next resistance. A week or so above the 21, we should manage our risk for the long positions. Bitcoin. Once again, if you're a pattern trader, we can clearly see. Clearly it's not so clear, but if you have enough screen time, you can see left shoulder, head, what might be a right shoulder, now with 2 consecutive dojis. Same price action as we had over here. Above the 28K, between the 32 and the 28 we had several dojis. Now we have once again 2 consecutive dojis. Let's see if the same price action that we had to the downside over here, can we get the same price action, a mirror view of the same price action to the upside towards 40K. Ethereum, once again, back to the 1800s. This 1800s is a very interesting level of support and resistance since March of 2021. Support, support, resistance, and now trying to break up and above. Also on the Ethereum we can see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Continuation to the upside, 2100 will be next. XLE energy sector ETF, nice bounce off this trend line. As we always say, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. Downtrend bounce now 83, support, resistance, support, support, now resistance, breaking up and above 87 and towards the 92, 93 area. Follow price, use levels to manage risk. That's it. No other indicators are truly needed. Net gas back to the 210. Now let's see a bounce with 244 to the upside, and we might have a double bottom scenario. Keep that in mind, but also keep in mind never to be biased and prepare for both sides. If the 210 will fail to hold, most likely 176 with this trend line over here, as you can see, from here, low, low, lows, breaking below the 211, 176 together with this green trend line. Oil, crude, since we identified a few weeks ago, we identified this blue trend line that held the lower lows. We said once the oil will break below the 74, it will reach all the way to the blue trend line, and that's where we will seek for a bounce. And what a bounce we had from the 64, now at the 75. Next major resistance will be 77 and 81. Gold, after a bullish run from 1600 towards almost 2000, retraced to the 1800s, now once again to the 2000s, 2000 area, inside a rising wedge, if you will, 2 consecutive dojis, same as we did here. As you can see, bounce, 2 consecutive dojis, pullback, bounce, 2 consecutive dojis. Now let's see if we can get a pullback and a bounce back up. SMH, 2 consecutive weeks closing above the 250. This 250 is a very important level of support and resistance. Why? Only by looking left, without even Fibonacci. Just look left, go to line chart. You have this line over here. Resistance, 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 support, support, support. Go back to here, and now adjust it a little bit. You have this area over here, and you have another area over here. So closing above this area, very bullish sentiment. Also here we have what looks like an inverted head and shoulders, but we have a low here, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher highs. Bullish sentiment on the SMH. Now we take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, 618, is this area. Now going towards the 280. Tesla. We had January lows, we had March lows. Now let's see if we can get a higher high. Continuation above the 206, 207 area, and we can assume with high probability 243 together with this red trend line. This red trend line goes all the way back to November 2021 as resistance for the lower highs. So we expect if bulls of Tesla can break up and above the 206, we can assume with high probability 243 together with this red trend line will be next major test for the bulls. But look left, 206, 210 will not give up so easily because it was a very important level of support and resistance since December of 2020, and it's also the 50% retracement of all this downtrend. Apple, as we said a few weeks ago, if bulls of Apple will manage to break up above and close above the 156, 158, we are going to retest this blue trend line, and we are almost there, breaking up and above 183 incoming and 200s. Amazon with a higher low, now trying to break above this purple downtrend. We have this downtrend line since March 2022. Each and every time price reached it, it got rejected. Now price is almost there. One more push from Amazon bulls above the purple line, above the 106. We can assume with high probability 114, 125, and maybe all the way to 140. But this area of the 106 and the 114 will give hard time for bulls. AMD, 2 consecutive dojis on the weekly, which means we might get some kind of a pullback, because as we can see, from 54 towards 79, retracement, uptrend, slight retracement, uptrend, 94, 95 area needs to hold. It was a very interesting level of resistance, support. Now 2 consecutive dojis, support of this level. Let's see where price is taking us. We can take Fibonacci, or we can go to lines. Line chart, clean the noise of everything. True price action. This is how we follow price action. This is how we identify support and resistance. And if you want to take your trading journey to the next level, become your own indicator and stop following others, take your own financial freedom in your own hands, check the links in the description below. One-on-one mentorship program or the pre-recorded 6 hours, 49 lessons. My promise to you that by the end of both programs, you choose which program is better suits for you. But in the end of each program, you will become your own indicator and you will make decisions by yourself. Google, trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. Once again, Google reached this trend line over here. This trend line goes all the way back to January of 2022. We can also take over here and then we can say, here you are. From November 2021, downtrend line helps us to identify that we are in a downtrend. Major resistance each and every time Google reached this red trend line, got rejected, and past week, once again, let's see if bulls of Google have enough power in their hands to break up above together with the 106, 107 to the upside, or are they going to take some breath towards the 97 and maybe all the way back to this red trend line? All we have to do, follow price, identify the trend lines, understand the relationship between price action, aka candlestick analysis, and trend lines, and use Fibonacci to manage our risk. That's it. No other indicators are needed, because all indicators, without any exceptions, everything follow price, also volume. So why not become our own indicator to learn how to follow price and with high probability know where price might be headed next. NVDA not stopping, a beast to the upside since October lows from 110 now 277. Beast mode, 150% to the upside, not looking back, and for now no trend reversal to the downside at sight. All the way to the upside, 80 to 85, and then maybe all the way to 345. Shopify making hard time, but uptrend channel, trend lines helps us to identify the higher lows, higher highs, uptrend until proven otherwise, and managing risk according to Fibonacci. Microsoft, continuation to the upside, 290. Now will be a very interesting test for the bulls. Look left, support, resistance, resistance. Now let's see bulls of Microsoft. Do they have enough power to go all the way? To this slight gap, but it's a gap, and we know that more than 80% of all gaps will get filled. We might close this gap and get the same price action that we got here. Maybe we'll get the same price action over here. No one knows. All we know is, looking left, where price came from, where it is now, ask ourselves why, and most probably what will happen next. Are we going to the upside or to the downside? For now it looks upside continuation until proven otherwise. Netflix, same as Shopify, uptrend channel since June of 2022. Almost 12 months, 1 year of an uptrend on Netflix. Exactly 10 months. Uptrend until proven otherwise. Netflix from 160, now 345. 110 to the upside. Let's see continuation towards 380. Meta, another name in a beast mode. From October lows at the 90s, now all the way to 220. 140 to the upside, no trend reversal at sight. 220 will be a very interesting test for the bulls because it was resistance, support, resistance. Let's see if Meta bulls have enough power to break up and above, and then next will be 250, 282. Just imagine if you put your money on Meta, NVIDIA, Shopify, Apple in the past 6-7 months. You go to sleep, you wake up a few months later, and you don't know anything about bank crisis, FTX crisis, inflation, interest rates, job claims, nothing. Beast mode on Meta, beast mode on Netflix. All the big names are going to the upside. So this is all we have to do. Follow the big names understand where they were, where they came from, where are they now, and manage our risk according to Fibonacci and trend lines. This is it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, hit the notification bell, because my top stocks to watch for next week video is coming out tomorrow, Sunday evening, Eastern time. Until the next video, enjoy the rest of your weekend.